The Hermitage of Rama, Bharat's pilgrimage continues. Chapter 86 Guha's Reminiscences. The Vigil of Lakshman. As the night deepened on the banks of the sacred Ganga, Guha, the forest ranger and king of the Nishadas, sat with Bharat and recalled the countless virtues of Lakshman. Guha described how Lakshman, ever vigilant, stood guard with arrows, bow, and sword in hand, keeping watch over his brother Rama. Guha had offered Lakshman a comfortable couch, urging him to rest, but Lakshman, used to comforts, refused, choosing instead to stay awake and protect Rama. Guha assured Lakshman that there was none dearer to him than Rama, and that he and his kinsmen would protect Rama with all their might. Lakshman replied that while Rama slept on the ground with Sita, he could not find sleep or joy. He pointed out Rama, whom even gods and demons could not withstand in battle, now lying on a bed of grass with Sita. Lakshman lamented that Rama, the only son who resembled his father in virtue, had been exiled, and predicted that King Dashratha would not survive long after Rama's departure. He doubted whether the king, Kausalya, and Sumitra would outlive the night, and feared for Kausalya's life, knowing her grief was unbearable. As the night passed, Lakshman and Guha kept vigil, and at dawn, Rama and Lakshman matted their hair on the banks of the Bhagirathi, Ganga. Guha ferried them across the river, and the brothers, armed and dressed in bark robes, set out with Sita, vigilant and resolute. Chapter 87 Bharat's Inquiry. The Hardships of Rama, Sita, and Lakshman. Bharat, deeply unhappy after hearing Guha's account, was overcome with grief. Satrughna, standing nearby, clasped Bharat and cried aloud, both brothers falling senseless. Their mothers, emaciated from fasting and grief, rushed to their side, and Kausalya embraced Bharat, asking if he was ill and reminding him that he was now the protector of the royal house. Kausalya inquired about Lakshman and Rama, hoping for good news. Bharat, composing himself, asked Guha where Rama, Sita, and Lakshman had spent the night, what they ate, and on what couch they slept. Guha recounted that he had offered Rama rice, fruits, and other eatables, but Rama, remembering his duty as a Kshatriya, did not accept them. Rama drank only water brought by Lakshman and undertook fasting. Lakshman drank the remainder, and all three performed the evening worship in silence. Lakshman fetched darbha grass and prepared a bed for Rama and Sita, who rested together. Lakshman, wearing protective coverings and armed with bow and arrows, stood sentinel throughout the night. Guha and his kinsmen, similarly armed, guarded Rama, who was as dear to them as Indra. Chapter 88 Bharat's Sorrow. The Forest Bed of Rama. After hearing Guha's account, Bharat reached the foot of the Ingudi tree, gazing at Rama's crushed bed of grass. He lamented that Rama, born of a noble lineage, did not deserve to rest on the naked earth. Bharat recalled the luxurious beds and palaces Rama once enjoyed, now replaced by a hard forest bed. He noticed particles of gold dust and silken threads, evidence of Sita's presence, and mourned her suffering. Bharat blamed himself for Rama's misfortune, declaring that even the gods were not mightier than destiny. He praised Lakshman's fortune in accompanying Rama and Sita's devotion in following her husband. Bharat vowed to live in the forest on behalf of Rama, wearing matted hair and bark garments, and to uphold Rama's vow. He hoped the Brahmins would coronate Rama in Ayodhya and prayed that the gods would grant his wish. If Rama refused, Bharat declared he would live with him as long as it took. Chapter 89 The Crossing of the Ganga. Bharat sets out for Bharadwaja's hermitage. At daybreak, Bharat instructed Satrughna to fetch Guha, who would ferry the army across the Ganga. Guha, ever obedient, ordered his fishermen to prepare 500 boats, including the auspicious swastika boat for the family priest Vasishtha, Bharat, Satrughna, Kausalya, Sumitra, and the royal women. The army crossed the river in boats, rafts, and even by swimming, while elephants, adorned with banners, looked like mountains in the water. The army reached the great forest of Prayaga at the auspicious hour of Matra, and Bharat encamped his troops before setting out with his priests to see the sage Bharadwaja. Approaching the hermitage, Bharat beheld delightful huts and trees and the serene beauty of the forest. Chapter 90 Bharadwaja's Welcome. Bharat's true intentions revealed. Bharat, the knower of righteousness, saw Bharadwaja's hermitage from afar and halted his army. Clad in silk garments, he approached the sage with Vasisht leading the way. Bharadwaja greeted them with arghya, water, and fruits, and inquired about the welfare of Ayodhya, the army, treasury, and ministers, but did not mention Dashratha's well-being. Vasisht and Bharat asked about Bharadwaja's health, his sacred fires, disciples, animals, birds, and trees. Bharadwaja, out of affection for Rama, asked Bharat why he had come, suspecting he intended to harm Rama and seize the kingdom. Bharat, his eyes filled with tears, replied in a stumbling voice that he did not approve of his mother's actions and had come to worship Rama's feet and persuade him to return to Ayodhya. Vasisht and the priests pleaded with Bharadwaja to reveal Rama's whereabouts. Bharadwaja, pleased with Bharat's conduct, confirmed that Rama was living on Chitrakuta mountain with Sita and Lakshman. He invited Bharat to stay the night in the hermitage and fulfill his desire for hospitality. Bharat agreed, and the prince made up his mind to spend the night in the sage's peaceful abode.